All right. I hope you guys had a chance to try out with our flashlight or with a lamp and kind of see how the shadows work. There's so many cool things you can do with shadows. All right, so our first one was, and you can see there's a little bit of shadow just from the light up above. There's the shadow from the light. But we're going to look at from our lamp, from our flashlight. So here's the flashlight. And what happens to the shadow as I move my light away? All right, so let's look at our notes and we'll answer our question. What affects the shape and size of the shadow? So one thing would be the distance the light is from the source or from the object. All right, and when the flashlight is closest to the object, oh, no, I was right. I didn't need to mark these out. Is closest, the shadow is biggest. And when the flashlight is farthest, the shadow is smallest. All right, so let's get our piece of paper out again. And this time, we're going to pretend our sun is doing just what it does in the different seasons. So this would be winter. So I have my shadow down, my sun down low. Now I'm going to move up. So this would be spring and summer. And this would be directly overhead. So summer, spring and winter, spring and fall, and winter. So which one has the biggest shadow and which one has the smallest shadow? So the height of the light also affects. Draw a diagram to show. So we're going to do low and to the side. So here's your light source. We're going to pretend it's a sun. Everyone make your grounds. And how was my shadow? Big, medium, or small? Big. Your diagram might look a little different than mine. All right. High and to the side. So this would be like winter. And this would be like, what seasons? Fall and spring. And how would my shadow change? Big, medium, or small? Medium. Oh, I should probably label this. You might not know that's a shadow. And now we're going to do summer. And how does my shadow change? Yep. Very small. All right, at this point you need to stop and I need a caption for each of your pictures. And if you want to color these and make these look even nicer, you surely can. Wish I brought home all my crayons because I like to add color. I know a different part of my brain thinks in color, and so it helps us out. All right, go ahead and add your 3 captions. Try to use different vocabulary. And if you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause it. All right, so we performed our experiment and we saw that when we move the light closer to the object, the shadow gets bigger, and further from the object, it gets smaller. We also looked at how the seasons are impacted by the Earth's tilt on its axis. And if you needed to or want to, you have a really quick article, Our Place in Space. And what we're going to wrap up today is our reflection question. Just like we do almost every day in classes, we stop and we think in words. What affects the shape and size of shadows. And I gave you some ideas on the other page. How do shadows change with the seasons? Be sure to write at least 3 quality sentences using vocabulary, and if you need to add extra paper or you want to do it on Google Docs, you can. All right, here's another video as well. Now this is really a challenge I put on here, enrichment. This has some really middle school thinking on it. I know some of you that are just really into science and really like to stretch your brains a lot. You might want to watch this video as well. It's a TED Talk or TED Ed, and it's something that you can enjoy and watch as well. All right, have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you all tomorrow.